If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Collins with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll give it to Johnson. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The Huskers have this offense rolling. He'll try the left side. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. That pass is incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing the rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
This quarterback part of their running game. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's key. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Catch in the middle. It's Tate. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship,
there he goes! Chunk of yardage picked up there down to the 24.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like fast to come away with the pick.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Raiola. The short hands. It's Key. Still on his feet at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the tight end in motion. The handoff to Johnson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Key. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it into a quick defense. Too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this offense, Nuke, coming into this game, they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
this offense knew coming into the season, it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Makes the catch. It's Graham. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The short hands. It's Jackson. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The corners are walked up tight. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! Good, solid pickup arm that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Finds his tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lost a throw on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Key. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He'll throw it. He's got his man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap in the shotgun. Buys a little time. Fires into the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Finds his man, it's Smith. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Calls it in at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. You want to create favorable matchups, and the angle route against the backer is a good way to do it.
Yeah, and especially if you're going to run man-to-man, that's hard. That's hard for a linebacker to run with a fast tailback. But if I can play a little bit more zone and stay in my zone and anticipate the quarterback throwing that route, it makes it a little bit easier to defend in the future.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Nebraska.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The Cornhuskers are flying down the field. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll go with a direct snap. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the 3rd quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ives. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Sneaks it in.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Smith. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The kick is on its way. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an An example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get the third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called the stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Ives. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Huskers have their offense in high gear. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Hunt is on its way. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tied game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
At the 30. Now, a 4th down.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. And the returner is stopped. to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
They punted away on fourth down. Wants to return it. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quickly complete. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air, it's Sayin. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play?
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people.
Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score is tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds his man. It's Nelson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Barney. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. It's Barney. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Rushes on him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Key. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments